I decided I am going to make money online. I am going to make more from home than I did as a nurse. There was no backup plan. There was no, we'll see what happens, just full commitment to the life I wanted to create. There was no more, I don't have time. There was no more, I don't know what to do. I made time, I figured it out, and I built momentum. And my income has been going up ever since. This one's for the moms who know they're meant for more, but don't want to choose between their kids and their dreams. The ones who see other women making money from home and think, I wish I could do that. There is a reason you're feeling that pull. And in this video, we're going to talk about what it means and what you can do about it. Let's start with clearing something up. You can be deeply grateful for the life you have and still want more. You can love being home with your kids and still want to make money. You can appreciate your blessings and still feel called to grow, build, and expand. Because here's the truth most people never say out loud. Gratitude doesn't cancel out desire, and desire doesn't make you ungrateful. You're allowed to want more without guilt. You're allowed to dream bigger without apology. You're allowed to feel both at the same time. The world will try to tell you, be happy with what you have, as if wanting more is some kind of betrayal. But what if wanting more isn't selfish? What if it's sacred? Because when a mom decides to grow, when she steps into overflow, when she creates something that brings peace, options, and breathing room to her home, that's not greed. That's creating a better life on purpose. And let me tell you why this hits so close to home for me. I didn't just stumble into nursing. I fought hard for my degree. I got rejected from multiple nursing schools before I finally got in. I studied hard, I sacrificed sleep, sacrificed time with my friends and family, in so many moments to get those letters behind my name. So when I made the decision to walk away from it, to stay home with my kids, I carried a lot of guilt. Guilt for wasting the degree I worked so hard for. Guilt from stepping away from a stable career. Guilt for wanting something different than I thought I was supposed to want. But deep down, I knew I wasn't quitting on my potential. I was redirecting it. I was redirecting it towards something that meant even more to me. I wasn't just staying home. I was stepping into a new season of life. My family era, my homesteading era, my soft life era. One where I could be present with my kids and still build a life that gave us more options. Looking back, I realize now that you can be madly in love with your family and still be wildly ambitious. In fact, it's because you love them that you build, that you show up, that you keep going. Not to prove anything to the world, but to model what's possible for your kids. To give your family more stability, more choices, more time together. So no, you don't have to choose between growth and gratitude. You get to have both. You get to appreciate everything you already have and believe that even more is available to you. You can love your life and still chase bigger dreams. You can enjoy the season you're in and still build toward the next one. Gratitude is what keeps you grounded. Desire is what keeps you growing. Together, they make you unstoppable. Now let's move on to something most people don't realize when they're trying to change their life, and that is you can't create a new reality while clinging on to an old identity. You can download every strategy, buy all the templates, follow the perfect to-do list, but if deep down you see yourself as just a mom or not the business type, you'll keep making choices that keep you small, even if you're working hard, because identity drives behavior every single time. If you believe you're just trying Etsy to see what happens, you'll show up like someone testing the waters. But if you believe, like truly believe, I'm building a business, I'm replacing my full-time income, period. You show up different. You make bold decisions. You start thinking bigger. That's why identity shift comes first. Before the strategy, before the sales, before the results. Let me tell you how this looked for me. There was a time when I was making more in a month on my Etsy shop than I made working full-time as a nurse. But I still didn't see myself as a business owner. In my head, I was just a stay-at-home mom trying to make some money from home so I didn't have to go back to work. Even when the numbers said otherwise, my mindset kept me playing small. I didn't fully own it. I didn't talk about it like it was a real business. I wasn't leading like a CEO. I was just hoping it would keep working. The turning point was when I stopped hoping and started deciding. I decided I am going to make money online. I decided I am going to make more from home than I did as a nurse, and I'm going to do it while my kids are sleeping so I don't interfere with our family time. There was no backup plan. There was no, we'll see what happens, just full commitment to the life I wanted to create. And once I claimed that identity, the way I moved changed. The way I prioritized changed. The way I made decisions changed. There was no more, I don't have time. There was no more, I don't know what to do. I made time, I figured it out, and I built momentum. And my income has been going up ever since. Because the money didn't come when I was trying. It came when I owned the identity of a woman who creates results. So hear this. You don't have to wait to feel confident. You don't have to hit a certain milestone. And you don't have to know every single step of the way. You just have to decide who you are right now before the proof shows up. Because when you start identifying as the woman you're becoming, not the one you've been, you start moving like her. Even small shifts like how you talk about your Etsy shop, how you manage your time, how you think about yourself can unlock major results. So let me leave you with this. Who are you becoming and how would she show up? Because the moment you step into her is the moment that the results start catching up. And when that starts to happen, you realize this isn't just about making a little bit of money. It's about building something bigger than bills, laundry, and bedtime routines. Because let's be real, life can feel like one big long loop of just getting through the day. The meals, the meltdowns, the mess, the laundry that never ends. And when you're stuck in survival mode, dreaming can feel like a luxury. But let me tell you something. You are not put on this earth just to make it to bedtime. You are here to create something meaningful, something that lives beyond your to-do list, something that outlives the chaos of this season. That's what legacy is. Legacy is freedom. Legacy is impact. Legacy is building with intention, even in the middle of motherhood. And here's why this matters. Because when you're in survival mode, it's easy to shrink your dreams, to say, I just want to make a little extra, to think, I just need to get through this day. But what if that little extra is how you buy back your time? What if that side hustle is how you show your kids what's possible? What if this season isn't the reason you can't grow, it's the reason you must grow? And let me tell you when this hit me. It wasn't the day I made my first sale. It wasn't even the time I made over $1,000 in 1 week as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. It was the moment I used my Etsy income to pay down our credit card debt. It was the moment I bought my daughter a new car seat without stressing about the price. It was the moment our air conditioner stopped working in the middle of a brutal summer in the South and I could pay for that unexpected bill without even checking the bank account. That's when I realized I wasn't just making money. I was building options. I was building confidence. I was building a new reality for my family. That's what this is really about. It's not just about extra income. It's about overflow. The kind that lets you give, rest, plan, and dream without guilt. It's about waking up and realizing that your kids are watching you create, not just cope. So let's be clear. You are not selfish for wanting more. You're not too ambitious, and you're not wrong for dreaming bigger than survival mode. You're a visionary, and every time you choose to grow, every time you decide to try again, every time you stretch beyond what feels safe, you're rewriting the story your kids will grow up watching. That's what legacy really is. So don't settle for just getting by. Build something that matters, because what you create today becomes their normal tomorrow. So if you are feeling the pull for something bigger to accomplish more in life, listen to it, lean into it. And if you've been interested in starting an Etsy shop, then make sure you watch this video where I go behind the scenes of the income I've been able to make from home as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom, only working on my shop while my kids were sleeping.